Hey everybody, happy Friday. So today's newsletter is going to talk about some of the reminders before we head off on our great adventure to Alaska. So to get started, I want to start with the bus from here, from town to Chicago. For those of you that are going to be on the bus, just a reminder that those that are on the land package, so the one that's leaving next week, we fly out on Tuesday, August 23rd, which means you need to be by your bus pickup point Monday night / Tuesday morning, but it's like midnight or 12:30. Check your schedule. But I just want to make sure that everybody understands we're flying out on Tuesday. Thus, you need to be at the pickup point Monday night. Those of you doing the land package, you're flying out with Anne on Saturday, which means you need to be at your bus pickup point on Friday night. So just wanted to clarify that with everybody. For anybody that's taking the bus and isn't there at the time that's on your paperwork, your documents, we will call your cell phone. However, we're not waiting. So this is a very large group. So we're going to take off and we will meet you in Chicago. So that takes care of that note. The next item on my list is with regards to the cruise port part of our trip. And that is, we recently had a client of ours that was sailing on Holland America. He wasn't feeling so hot, so we went to the infirmary, to the doctor's office. And as I stated in my presentation at Tanner's, he was tested for COVID. So that's just protocol now. They do that. So when he was tested, he ended up testing positive for COVID, and he was quarantined to a separate area, so not with his wife. So he got quarantined to a completely separate cabin, and quarantined where he couldn't leave his cabin. So it's like when you're in your room and you get your meals delivered to your door and you don't leave at all. So had he known that he was going to be quarantined to this cabin and all of that, he had told us, he said, make sure people are aware this is happening. And he would have probably quarantined in his cabin himself. He wasn't feeling great, just wanted to get checked out. He said he would have probably just stayed in his cabin and been safe that way on his own. So I just want everybody to be aware. If you go to the infirmary or doctor just because you're not feeling quite right, this is what happens. So just so you are all aware, the quarantining happens. Holland America will take care of you, so they do take care of you, but that's the reality of what we're dealing with yet. So I wanted to make sure y'all were aware of that again. The other item is, early on in my newsletters, I talked about when you pack things, make sure you pack your patience and remain flexible with travel. Well, that flexible thing is true to nature right now because we had some adjustments to the land itinerary. You are not missing out on anything. Everything, all of the components of the trip are exactly the same. However, there's been some changes to when we're doing things. So hotels and things, all the same number of nights with everywhere. Just some of the activities are moved around. So you're going to find a link to the copy of those of you doing the land part of the trip that you can click on and view it so you can see what's changed. You can look at the one that you got with your documents and then look at the one I have attached. But you also will be getting a copy from us. For those of you taking the bus, we'll hand them out when you get on the bus in Appleton, Fond du Lac, Allenton. There's some of you meeting us at Chicago. We'll have copies there. Anybody that's meeting us in Alaska, we'll have extra copies for you as well. So just FYI, that flexible thing, yep. There's been some last minute changes. So you'll see that on the itinerary. And then bring some extra cash along, guys, because we are going to have some awesome sweatshirts and t-shirts for sale, as well as a tote bag. Super cool Alaska, Vic Ferrari Alaska stuff that you guys are going to be able to purchase. It's cash only, and it's the night of the show. So on Saturday, August 27th, when we're at the show, or yeah, I'm thinking it'll just be at the show that you bring your cash, you can purchase the item there. Willie from the band is taking care of that. So he is, and you'll see the pictures of the awesome stuff he's selling on the newsletter. So bring some extra cash, be prepared. And then I guess the last thing I just want to wrap it up with, make sure you remember your passport. Make sure you remember your vaccine cards. And then those of you that are coming on Saturday, the cruise only people, make sure you remember to bring your testing, your negative test results. So, yeah, passport, vax card, those people coming in later, test results. Bring your smiling faces and great energy to have this fabulous trip. This is an awfully long newsletter message. But I'll see you in Alaska. All right. See ya. Have a great weekend.